The Women's Fund of Greater Green Bay raises money for programs that empower women and inspire girls. Since 2005, you have helped us grant over $140,000 to the Green Bay area for programs that provide opportunities that hold the promise of encouragement, self-esteem, and leadership for local women and girls. Our local fund, held at the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation, holds assets of just under $1 million. Here are a few words from Dr. Martha Arndt, Vice President of Programs for the Community Foundation.
The Women's Fund of Greater Green Bay is a fund of the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation. The professional staff of the Community Foundation are in charge of all aspects of the fund, including the investment of the endowment as well as the granting program. The magic of an endowment is that someone can give money today as a donation, and that money can be given out over and over again over the course of 20, 30 years. A percentage of the funds every year are given out, and the rest is invested and it grows, and then that granting money can give out for years and years to come. The advisory board of the Women's Fund, as well as the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation's board of directors, oversee the fund.
One such program that the Women's Fund provided a grant to is a Girl Scouts leadership program entitled Girls Empowered Together, Making a Difference. Designed to be self-sustaining, the Girl Scouts train and encourage college-age, high school, and eventually middle school mentors to work with younger girls. Mentors will teach life skills, cooperation, and leadership to the younger Scouts that they in turn can move forward, empowered to make a difference in the world. Here are a few words about the program and the results that transpired.
Girls Empowered Together, Making a Difference is a project that was the brainstorm of one of our managers at the Girl Scouts, and it was designed to recruit 5 college students who were then going to mentor 10 high school students that we recruited, and then those 10 high school students were going to mentor 15 middle school students.
My role as a college student was to not only mentor the high schoolers but the middle schoolers as well. It was pretty cool for me because I know in high school I struggled socially, and to see these girls be able to come together with a group that normally they wouldn't be with and feel comfortable, it was pretty cool to help. What inspired me was these girls, you know, the backgrounds that they've come from. I don't know if I could have ever handled that, and for them to be able to step up and break that cycle and be the best that they can be, it's awesome. It's very cool to see them, you know, because their emotional strength is so much more than I possibly had at that age.
The idea behind the project was the girls were going to identify a community issue that they were passionate about and then create a project to address that issue. For me personally, this project has had a huge, profound impact on my life. Within the first 10 minutes, the first time I met the 10 high school girls and the 5 college students, the girls in just the first 10 minutes identified that the #1 issue in their lives was violence and bullying in their schools. And it had a profound effect on me because I realized that night when I went to bed that when my alarm went off in the morning, and I was one of those girls, that when my alarm went off, I had to get up and get ready to a place. It's so hard, I'll never forget that minute for the rest of my life. It's hard for me to imagine when my alarm goes off every morning, having to get up and get ready to go to a place where I'm afraid. And to hear their stories and to listen to the physical violence that they see every day, the bullying that they experience almost every day of their lives, it was just life-changing for me. But it's not about me, it's about them. And what they did is the 30 of them came together and created a project to address bullying and domestic violence and physical violence in their schools. And they identified the Golden House as a recipient of their project. The Golden House has a meditation garden, and it was created by another community partner, and it had been run down for a couple of years. So the girls decided that they wanted to renovate the meditation garden. So they raised the money to buy the plants, they created the stepping stones to put into the garden, and then one Saturday, we all went to the Golden House and rejuvenated the meditation garden. and the difference before and after is profound, and they're really, really proud of themselves.
So much Golden House has done for me, because my family had gone through the same thing. It felt great to give back to them and redo their meditation garden and give them that stepping stone we had made for them.
It helped me gain the confidence to think that I can really change somebody's life by the small things that I do. Next year, that I just hope that we have a very confident, strong leader like we did this year.
You know, because a lot of the students saw the violence every day, they saw the bullying every day, and to be able to try and make a difference with that, like not just going out and, you know, volunteering at a library, like that is community service, but something that we're also emotionally attached to. I think it was really profound for us to help out not only within our group, but with, you know, within the community at the Golden House. I think it was pretty profound for us.
Especially the fact that we weren't helping like men and women, we were helping women, and that's who we are, and we wanted to be able to like spread that love and like care.
The sock story is one that was very profound for me because I had to drive a couple of girls to an outing that they had. They went bowling, and I was asking in the car, like all people do, well, do you guys have socks? You know, you're gonna get the new bowling shoes and stuff. Do you have socks with you? One of the girls said they didn't. So I stopped at the Walgreens and picked some up, gave her the socks. But on the way to the Walgreens, she was talking about the different cycles that people go through and that she didn't think she could break family cycles that were going on. And so you get into this long conversation with this teenager. You don't know whether you should really talk to her or just listen. And being the person that I am, I felt like I needed to talk to her about the cycles and that she was empowered enough through this program to break them. We talked mostly about drinking, and she said that she didn't think she could break that cycle because she's peer pressured and she didn't feel like she would be able to tell her friends no if they were drinking and she wasn't. But I encouraged her and told her, I said, you know, it's gonna be okay. You have Sue you can talk to, who's over this program. You have other adults who really care about you, and you can break the cycle. So the girls did come to an event that we had a month later, and she came and she ran up to me and she hugged me and she said, I want to thank you. She said, the socks helped me. And I said, the socks? You know, I forgot totally about the socks. She said, I had the socks on the other night, and my friends were drinking, and I decided not to because I remember what she said in the car. So I decided not to drink, and all of them got a ticket that night for drinking, and I didn't. I can break the cycle. I said, yes, you can. And it overwhelmed me because that's what this is about. That's what we do this work for. It's for those girls who need that pair of socks and need to break the cycles. So that's what it's about.
As you can see, giving to the Women's Fund is making a difference in our community. Make a donation to the Women's Fund and be a girlfriend in the truest sense of the word. Big or small, your contribution is an investment in local women and girls, helping them to achieve, to compete, to realize their dreams, and someday to help and inspire others in their own right. Please consider making your donation today.